Personality Neuroscience. Part 2. April 17, 2019. We're listening, come on, get in. Sister, I have nothing to say. I thought you had something to say. Sister, no, it's. Francis. Sister, no, but it was a side issue. It is not an addendum, and once again, everything I have just said, once again, is validated, explained, and understood, demonstrated. Whatever you say, whatever you think, it is like that. What is grace? What is that? I said it doesn't come from Jean-Luc or Young, ever, you're all ever, it's because you're in zero time, and whoever thinks of me doesn't think about it, even if he thinks about my physiology, my face, even if he opposes me in any way, it's too late, it's at zero time if you want it or not, that's what's beautiful. Brother, he can no longer back down. Love is inescapable, inexorable, and it spreads to be in being because we will all be like that. And from there, what do you want the devil to do? What do you want the system to do? What do you want society to do? What do you want history to do about it? Brother, it's getting out of hand anyway. Chaos. Sister, it's over. The more chaos grows, the more. Sister, the circle is complete. Exactly, to realize that there was never a loop. Brother, there you go. That you've never moved, as Biddy used to say. Brother, well no, since it is still a pattern, a loop. You come out of the dream, there are no individuals, there are no worlds, there is no creation. You are pure joy, pure love. You do not need anyone, you do not need people, you do not need form, you do not need the body of eternity, you are the absolute bliss. That is what Biddy said. The only difference between you and me, at the time, is that I know that I am God. You do not know it yet. So of course, after that, you have after all the religious, the Muslims, he dares to compare himself to God, the Jews, you don't realize, he calls you a devil, but yes, there were 7 devils, all those you have prayed to for millennia, here's the devil in person, and so, what are you waiting for? The Antichrist? You'll see, Jerusalem will be wiped off the map, you'll see, totally, it is inevitable since it is part of the dream. Everything that opposes love, everything that opposes zero time, will be destroyed, and as it never existed, it doesn't matter. That is why the brothers and sisters who saw the cathedral burn, when we were, because we were with the fire of the heart, a joy that we could not explain, because there was the ego, who said oh there, anyway, 800 years and then no, love was there and you can do nothing about it. And as long as you believe you are someone, you are not free, as long as you believe you have something to solve, you are not free. Today, embrace. Everything else is done automatically. Do not believe me, as Biddy says and as I say, live it. Sister, all we have to do is rejoice. Exactly. Brother, it is a great bonfire. All this is the dream of consciousness, the disease of consciousness, and I can only say like Biddy, spirituality is a vast, total scam. There is no paradise, there is no hell, there is no tomorrow, there is no God, there is no devil, they are part of the dream, they are in us. Sister, we still decided to live this dream. What did we decide anyway? Sister, to live this, if you say we're in a computer circuit, let's say. That's it, that's it. Sister, programmed. That's it, that's it. Sister, we still decided to enter this computer circuit? No, not at all. Sister, no. You have not decided anything. They told us, yes, to end up falsified. It is not true. The origin of creation is the earth. The end of creation is the earth. The end of the dream. Nothing has ever been created. Nothing has ever moved. You're the eternal I. What Agape said, the universe will pass, the creation will pass, the whole universe will be destroyed, all the universes will be destroyed, but you will always be there. And making it happen today makes it possible to consume dreams and wake up. That's why last year, when I was walking around naked in conscience with a lot of people, wherever we went, everything burned where we went. Sister. But as long as we are in this system, as you said, in the system, you have your memories, you have your experience, it takes place in your home, in your body, right? And you see all these diseases developing. Let's say, as long as you stay in that system, you're in the confinement without realizing that you're like in an envelope that has its own internal life programmed, right? I go even further. The dream is not the game of creation, it is also a confinement, because you do not see the truth and you do not have access to the truth, even if you know it, because we are confined. But the archangels, they are free, and since they cannot leave anyone, they can only play that game, even if they know the truth. Creation is a dream, I would even say a nightmare, but you only realize it when you wake up, and I'm not talking about an energetic awakening or a change of consciousness. I'm talking about the disappearance of consciousness, what Buddha called a consciousness, which is nothing more than the absolute, which is nothing more than the nothing. Sister, until you live this, you don't realize it. That contains the whole, but the nothing and the whole, nothing and whole, are contained entirely in the same space-time, as well as in the space is time. There is neither space nor time. Of course, I'm aware that I am in a body, that I am limited in this vehicle, by abilities, by aging, but what I am does not care what my character says, even if sometimes, as I said, he still spins out. I have explained it many times this week, as with everyone else, but I will never be fooled by this and that. He is at zero time and your whole life becomes a grace. I see it, you read it, the testimonies of people who simply connect with me and are healed. But wait, I do not claim anything. What Christ said, do not make me a Christ or anything. We are no longer in these times, because this possibility, it is offered to everyone with the same intensity. And the practice, which you did 2 days ago, you continue, and besides, even without coming here, there are groups of friends, they do it among themselves now, they are surprised. They see it, they live it every day, and the more they live it, the more it consumes the illusion. So believing that you must be good, that you must go pray, that you must respect such and such a food, but you don't realize, you are locked up completely. All the rules you impose on yourself, whether they are religious, whether they are related to a practice, or whether you believe, I must eat at this time, I must sleep at this time, lock you up. When you are free, you are light. Of course, there are laws. Of course, I'm obliged to eat when I am hungry. Of course, I'm obliged to sleep when I am sleepy. Sister, and sometimes you have to go to work. How? Sister, we are also obliged to work. No. Sister, you don't have to do anything anymore. Sister, you don't have to do anything anymore. Sister, you have to pee, total, yes, but working. Brother, yes, if the physiological needs remain. Sister, because when you force yourself to go to work, you stay in the spiral. Sister, in the conditioning. Of course, you're part of the system. Sister, you are part of the system. You are part of the matrix. Sister, you are still in your character. As we have said, your birth certificate does not belong to you, you do not belong to yourself, you are constantly told that children are not your children. You're in fact in battery, in slavery, in battery like the chickens, but in addition you pay, the chickens are fed, you're obliged to pay for your food. But you don't realize, you're drum animals, nothing more, nothing less. Oh, yes, it hurts to hear, but it's the truth. Sister. Matrix, that's right. Sister. It doesn't hurt to hear, it's just that I'm waiting for my retirement to be freer. Sister. No, but it's not. Sister. That's another pattern. Sister. Get out of there again. Sister. It's just another pattern. Sister. No, but you're still projecting yourself into your future. Sister. In your character. Sister. Yes. You are not in the present instant, even if you live it at times. Sister. You are not in the present instant. Brother. For security. I guarantee you that even if you are already in the present instant most of the time, you still see your mind coming back under unpleasant circumstances. I can't help it, you see it. Brother. Yes, we see it. Sister. Yes, yes. Brother. You'll see it more and more. Sister. You must stop projecting yourself into the future, otherwise you cannot live your present instant. It is impossible, neither your future, nor your past. You can't get away with it, no matter how much you turn the thing around. Sister. You can't get away with it if you can't. And the more you resist, especially when you have lit even once the fire of your heart, the more you will burn, the more everything will explode in your face, and you will find that the more you accept and the more you will be free, from your sufferings, from your diseases, from problems in the couple, from problems with children, from problems with everything. Sister. Even financial problems. Yes. Brother. Well, yes. Remember. Sister. Precisely, the retirement is what we put you in, it's the carrot. Brother. The carrot, yes, of course. The carrot, yes. Sister. It's the donkey's carrot, we moved it away, but it's still a carrot. Brother. Work, you will be retired. Sister. Work, if you work well, you will have your carrot, and then, supposedly, you will be quiet to live a few years. Already you will be a little older, already you do not have much energy left for. Sister. So, Jean, look, how do you explain? Sister. You don't have much energy left, you see. Sister. I would just like to ask the question, in these cases, just how come there are so many people who don't have anything to eat, who live on the street, etc.? But it's always been like that, since the world was born. Sister. Yes, yes, there are more and more of them. And there will be more and more of them, because that's the only way to understand. Brother. Yes, but they're rationing. Because when you are forced to fast, because you have nothing to pay for, nothing to eat, there comes a time when resilience appears. It is called fasting, it seems to me. Well, that's it. Brother. Yes, but you become, if you talk about individuality, but if you don't work, you can't support yourself, so you'll depend on others at some point, the gains, as many people say. I don't agree, that's in society. Brother. Many people say my achievements. That's society, you're trapped, you take credit, you're trapped, you're trapped. Brother. They see only one thing, my achievements, you have to give me. He never talks about duty, the balance is wrong. That is the societal system, as I said, it is explained, it is the worst of confinement. Sister. We have to get out of this system. Does a bird cares for what he is going to eat? Sister. That's what you have to understand. You have to get out of the societal system. It was society that brought us to this. It was the AYOUNs who brought you to this. Sister, you don't need it. Brother, no, there are needs that. Sister, it's a heresy to believe that. It's a heresy to believe that you need a societal system to survive. That's what we were led to believe. I got out by chance maybe, I don't know, but I'm alive. I eat every day. I have a roof over my head. If someone can do it, everyone can do it. It's just that you have to believe in it. Yes, it's a problem of trust in life. Of course, you won't be in a mansion. I had a mansion. I had hectares. I had race cars. But what do I care now, when I live that? Sister, freedom is really the most beautiful thing you can experience on earth. That's what we were saying. Brother, but, if I can say, it's not a coincidence, it's something you saw and decided, that's it, the reduced needs, because you didn't need that, it was fake for you, so it's not a coincidence for you, it's something that... Sister, no, it was the life I had that led me to this. Brother, this is no accident. Sister, in relation to who I am. Happy are the simple-minded. Brother, this is no accident. Sister, it is in relation to who I am, simply, so I behaved in a way to achieve this result. You can see that whatever your social and affluent level, you are not free in this world. We talk to you about security, we talk to you about freedom, but who is free to think, who is free not to work, who is free not to earn money? You don't belong to yourself, it's really a sham, it's the truth, and as long as you nurture the dream of individuality, of social improvement, of being able to pay yourself this or that, you have no space for freedom. What we are talking about here is this inner freedom that nothing can alter when you touch it, and this is what happens with grace, and what you live it there. If you can deal with it, good for you. But I don't see how you're going to do it. If time passes, the chance we have is that time is reduced to a shambles, but no one knows if it is tomorrow, a year from now, I don't know. We can see that it is imminent, but it has already been imminent for so long, except that here, indeed, at the scientific level, real, it is really there. But as long as you think of acquiring something through any practice, especially religious, you do not realize, you see well all the monuments of Christianity that are burning, all the truths that are exploding in all environments, and they will kill each other. In addition, the war of all against all, they defend their God. Brother, it's the house of cards anyway. That's pathetic. Pathetic. There is no love in there, none. Sister, Alice in Wonderland. Of course, there are the saints, but the saints, what is the characteristic of the saints, whether among the Sufis, Jews, Christians or Muslims, are precisely those who have extricated themselves from men, and they have been hunted down. Look at Padre Pio, look at Rumi. They are people who have remained in this system, but a minimum, but who have been stoned, crucified, massacred. But today, there is not a Christ. They have so many Christs everywhere. What do you want them to do? There are millions of us, and nothing will stop us, not in action, not in destruction, but in this fire that emanates from us, that consumes the whole dream. You have nothing to acquire, you are perfect from all origins, and even if you take the fundamental texts, the story of the fall, reach perfection, reach God, reach Christ, what does that mean? We're perfect in the beginning. Did we fall? We have to go back to this origin. We should make an effort. When we are perfect all the time, what the hell is going on? Think about it for 2 minutes anyway. Sister, we're perfect. Everything is perfect, everything is in its place, and all the circumstances of your life and this world can only lead you to this and nothing else. See? We'll stop. I think it's 1 o'clock. Come on, let's eat, let's take a break, let's start at 3 o'clock with channelings. We'll have 2 or 3, it depends how long they last, I don't know which ones yet. Through Jean-Luc Young. Les transformations. Transcription from French. Agape. English translation. LMF.